Cameron Palmer here with Clayton, Cochran. First, it's your senior year. You got a new head coach. Kind of talk about what you're liking from Coach Deckard so far.
I just been enjoying him in general. He's been a great coach, great sport. Brings a young vibe. He's a good teacher. He is always talking to us, always game planning with us. I mean, when we have study halls and things like that, I think he's overall a good help for the team.
You guys got your first scrimmage on Friday. What are you liking kind of about the team so far, and what can we expect out of you guys on Friday?
Liking our energy. We're focused on talking a lot right now and good defense. We don't have too many plays in, but we're still working on that. But I think our energy and our defense is going to be locked down.
Kind of talk about being one of three seniors. What kind of pressure is that going to put on you, having to really take a pretty big step forward from football to basketball, as far as like leadership goes?
I don't think it's too hard because I like to yell a lot, so it's kind of it brings a fun but also assertive role to the senior leadership area. So I've been enjoying it actually because I don't know, you always look up to a senior, so you want to feel like that guy. So.
And then this is your fourth year of high school, obviously being a senior. Talk about what the last 3 years have kind of been like, and then what you're taking away from them into this season.
I think I'm working a lot harder. This is the 1 year that I really, really want to get after it because I've been on and off the past 3 years. I'm not gonna lie, I'm be truthful, been on and off. But this year, I really just want to put everything I got into the game. That's just how I'm feeling this year.
Thank you. Cameron Palmer here with Austin Jones. Well, going into your junior year, you're going to be making that jump to varsity this season. Talk about kind of that transition from JV to the varsity level.
I'm excited to make that transition. I think for the first few games this season, it's going to be a little rough because it's going to be competition that I've never been up against. But I'm excited and I think I'm ready.
What have you worked on the most this offseason just to get yourself ready and to put yourself in the best situation to succeed this season?
I worked a lot on my left hand layup and my dribbling with my left hand, so yeah.
Well, you're coming into your first year on varsity with the new head coach. It's his first year coaching high school varsity basketball. Kind of talk about what you're liking from Coach Deckard so far and kind of what that's going to mean for this season.
I really like him. He's a great guy. He's really involved, practices flow well, and that's it.
Thank you. Cameron Palmer here with Carter Tucker. Well, kind of similar situation to Austin Jones. You're making that transition from JV to varsity. Kind of talk about what it's been like kind of so far to practice and kind of what you think it's going to be like once the season gets rolling.
It's a higher pace. It's faster, a lot faster. So we have to get conditioned a lot more. It's a lot more running. So we're going to be tired. We just got to focus on keeping our composure, keeping our stamina, so we have energy throughout the entire game. Because we don't have a lot of guys, so we're short on the bench. So we just got to keep going, keep running.
So kind of talk about what you did this offseason, even throughout practice, some things you're working on to get yourself to this spot and also succeed once you get there, come game one.
I'm just trying to be better on offense. My defense, I'm pretty good on defense, pretty strong. I'm also working on getting stronger, more physical. Definitely shooting a lot more. I got to get better at shooting. So.
What's kind of that transition been with the new head coach coming in, and also kind of losing a lot of guys from last year, only having one returning starter from last year? What's that kind of been like?
It's been tough. We didn't have a lot of stuff during the summer. I had a lot of baseball, so I wasn't able to come to anything. So it's been weird, definitely, but he's a good coach. I will say that they gave him nothing pretty much. Gave him nothing to work with, and he's amazing. I couldn't say more about the guy. I love him. He's great with the players. Great coach just in general.
So kind of talk about how that's going to translate to this season, like the transition, the smooth transition that it's been. How's that going to translate?
I think the scrimmages are going to help. I think early in the season we're going to struggle. Definitely struggle. We're going to be tired. But towards the end of the season we'll get our groove and the chemistry will be there. I think that'll be good.
Thank you. Cameron Palmer here with Blake Striever. Blake, last year as a freshman, this year going in as a sophomore, looks like you made a leap on the court. Kind of talk about the things you worked on this offseason to kind of get better for this year.
In the offseason, I worked on a lot of shooting, dribbling, passing, just everything that you need to do in basketball, like defense. I worked on all of it, so I think it helped out a lot.
It seems like you're kind of caught up with that varsity speed. Was that kind of one of the things you addressed a lot over the summer and kind of even in practice, just being ready to catch and keep up with the game speed and you be able to make decisions in a split second?
Yeah, over the summer we had open gyms and it was just with adults and everything, so I was just having to catch up with them. And then in practices, I'm playing against good kids. So it's just like clicking, and then just the chemistry from last year leading over this year.
Talk about kind of a lot of things that you've learned so far through the first couple weeks of practice. So you're only in practice like number 8. So what have you kind of learned the most, and what are you still kind of picking up on as you guys near your first scrimmage on Friday?
We've been going over the place a lot. I've been learning about just when to shoot the ball. You get it, pivot, all that stuff, and then I'm just gonna keep going forward.
Thank you. Cameron Palmer here with Dominic Naples. First, kind of talk about that injury history. You've got a couple surgeries on your belt now. Where are you kind of health-wise going into this season?
I feel like I'm pretty good going into the season considering all the injuries I went through. And honestly, kind of just makes me who I am today. And just makes me appreciate everything and all that I have went through.
So freshman year, you set varsity last year. You're the second returning letter winner from last year as a sophomore. You played a little bit. Talk about what you've learned the past 2 years under those seniors and juniors that are now gone, and what you're kind of taking from that into this season.
A lot of guys like Kai, Jake, Troy, they're such great basketball players. So I learned a lot, just everything, how to space the floor, how to just play defense better, just everything. Because they're such good at what they do.
And so kind of talk about what were some of the biggest things you worked on this offseason to kind of prepare for this year and the big step forward you're going to have to take into the varsity role.
The biggest thing is probably getting 100% from my surgeries. Just getting back to where I could comfortably play. And then after that, I just worked on just everything because I was just so haven't played in so long. So, yeah.
Thank you.